So we're all set there. We've got the minimum and the maximum frequencies set. We're going to put some sound through here now and hear how it sounds. I've got a little partial mix loop set up. I'm going to play through this. You can use any type of signal generator that you have, a keyboard, a sampler, anything to make a sound. I find it awkward to strum a guitar and try and make adjustments and then strum my guitar again and make adjustments. So I'm going to play this little loop, and here's how it sounds. Okay, that's dry. That's bypassing the circuit board right now. Let me switch it in. Okay, that's going through the circuit board. Okay, now we want to hear it sweep, so we're going to turn the range control up to 100%. So now it's going to sweep automatically through the high and the low point. Okay, I'm going to turn the speed up a bit so we don't have to wait too long to hear the full sweep. And I'm also going to increase the enhance control to make it a little more prominent. Okay, I'm going to increase the speed a little more. And the first thing we're going to adjust, now that we've got the maximum and minimum frequencies set, we're actually done with the meter. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay. And the first thing we're gonna check here is the bias. T1 is the input bias, and we want to set this so that we get the clearest sounding, most prominent effect. Okay, if you're not hearing the sweep right now, or not even passing a signal, it might be the adjustment on T1 here. I'll show you. If we turn T1 clockwise all the way, the sweep goes away, and eventually the sound even cuts right out. Okay, I'm going to turn it back counterclockwise. Okay, it's passing a signal, but we're not hearing the sweep. Turn it further counterclockwise. Okay, now we can hear it sweep again, and I'm going to turn it all the way. That's all the way counterclockwise, and it actually sounds a little distorted, and you can't hear the sweep. So the idea is to find that midpoint here where you're getting the clearest, most prominent sounding effect. Okay, and there's probably a range, and just put it in the middle of the range where you're getting the best sound. If you're still not hearing the sweep real well, and you have the enhanced pot turned all the way up, you can increase the enhanced trim pot a little bit, but be careful with that because you can get some loud volume spikes. We'll come back to T2 in a minute, but before we do, we're going to move over to T3. Okay, technically this one is called the auto sweep level trim. To my ear, what this does is it affects the symmetry of the sweep. And let me illustrate that. I'm going to turn the speed up a little more. I find it easier to hear the symmetry if the high points and the low points in the sweep are closer together. Now, I'm going to turn this T3 fully counterclockwise, and we'll listen to it. Okay, it sounds like it's not spending a lot of time at the bottom of the sweep. It's real quick at the bottom, it bounces right back up. Okay, so it's kind of top heavy, if you will. Okay, now I'm going to turn T3 fully clockwise. Now maybe you can hear that it's spending a lot more time at the bottom of the sweep, not as much as the top. And the idea with this is to basically get a symmetrical sound so that it sounds like it's spending just as much time at the bottom of the sweep as it is at the top. So right about there sounds okay to me. I'm going to slow the speed down a little bit and give another listen to see how it sounds. Okay, that sounds pretty good to me. If you think it's spending too much time at the top of the sweep or too much time at the bottom of the sweep, just make an adjustment to T3, and you should be able to even that out. Okay? Now we're going to move on to T6.